episode of Speakers of Eidolon is made possible by our generous patrons. Special thanks to our supreme and master speakers, Omega Cat Comet, Erisu Yamakawa, Alex Franco AV, Winebow Brood, Psyche, Azuta Starbreeze, Cletus Oreo, Nina Grimstarter, Lily Black, Bob CC, Mikto Rapentau, Sapa Chakwatol, Edwin, Arcadia Lunarshine, Umbral Wind, Quick Levin, Pamela Isley, Camille Grino, Elendriel Maximus, Codrith Novelist, Mira Miri, Suno Chicano, Celestau Notrell, Lazy Boy, A Wild Sarah, Luke Osborne, Pandalu Stormarrow, Tex, Kylin, Anathus, Moonscar, Arthur Law, Beridan Derard, Cypup, Spencer Christmas, Noy Fafner, Cheshire Soltiri, Celine DeLune, Wubsta Wolf, Face on Masher, Severa, Circuit Barrakiel, and AJ Brainswordson. Support the show and become a patron today at patreon.com/speakersxiv. Thank you.
This is Speakers of Eidolon.
Good evening, Aorcians. Welcome to Speakers of Eidolon, episode 330. I'm Lakil Bravestone, and I'm joined today by Georgi Wiston, Mela Vanadar, and Rollo Dez. It is the last live episode of Speakers of Eidolon of 2022. It is strange. It's almost a little annoying that this isn't the last episode of the year, because it would be nice to just end on a round number. Alas, there will be another episode. We'll get back to that in a second. Today's main topic, of course, is patch 6.3. The website has been it's been created, if you will. It is up now. We'll go through it today. We'll also review Starlight 2022, and we'll be reading your MogMail, speakersxiv.com/MogMail. Now remember, if you're sending in MogMail now, we're probably going, we'll see. We'll see if depends on how much MogMail we read today. There might be some that we read during the recorded episode, depends. But just a word of caution, if you're sending in MogMail now, there is a chance it won't be read until the next year. Alright, stay tuned for the post-show. We'll be reading questions from the Syndicate. I will also warn here for our patrons that any questions sent in to questions from the Syndicate after today will be for next year. They will be kept for next year. So remember that. There will be no questions from the Syndicate in the recorded episode, because that's an XL episode. So we usually don't have a post-show for that. Okay, in channel updates, we're going into Christmas. There won't be an episode on the 24th because of Christmas, but the rest of the channel will function more or less as you know it, except for the podcast. And also the 25th, there will not be a stream on the 25th because that's also Christmas. So we're just not doing anything on those 2 days. On the 26th, so there's a few things here that we have not nailed down, but we have been talking about maybe doing a dingbat hunt in 11.
No. Is that what you guys were trying to warn me about?
There is a free login campaign for Final Fantasy XI right now. So and it goes all the way until January. So maybe we'll be able to sneak that in. It's not a promise, but it kind of is. Pressure everyone to do this. So the 26th, that's currently just referred to as Christmas Monday, but God knows what that means. We haven't planned that day yet. Wednesday as well. We don't really know if we're just going to do God of War or if I kind of want to do Euro Truck Sim at some point. So maybe we'll do that. Who knows? It might also be on an off day. The off days are also open now during this, depending. Because usually we have raid on those days, but we might not raid at all this Christmas. Who knows?
Yeah.
Which means more time for me to go trucking. Also, the release date for Speakers of Island episode 331 is most likely the 29th. That's the recorded episode coming up on YouTube. So, because, the 30th, Friday Hangout. So, it's called Christmas Party Stream, followed the next day by the Speaker's New Year's stream. So, those are two very long streams there. So that's our Christmas schedule for this year. Not very spectacular sounding, but we are going to try to play games that we don't normally play during that last week of December. So
League of Legends, here we go.
Yes, we've almost got enough for a full stack.
We're going to do an ARAM.
I love ARAM.
I don't want to play League of Legends.
Yeah.
Shut up, League of Legends.
Stop trying to tempt me, Rollo.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just say we'd play the normal game? Because I don't want to do that.
Anyways, moving on. Let's jump into recent events.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
Just agreeing. Let's go.
Yes,
All right, I
you
guess.
said that if that was like a surprise. Oh, okay. Recent
just
events,
that'd be
I guess. Okay, starting off, we have the weapon. The weapon design contest for Reaper and Sage. It has been. They've revealed. I mean, they've already revealed the winners, but they have also now released the finalists as
People
well.
who were very good but didn't get the grand prize.
Right.
We're not good enough. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Good effort.
Still get the rewards.
let's
Yeah.
take a look at them, I guess. These are the winners, so we're not going to go through these. We've already talked about these.
my design, but it's fine.
Okay, so there's some here. So let's take a look. There's the Reaper ones. Tonberries.
I like the Tunbury one.
I think it's
like-
all right, but it's crazy because they're just there holding the knife on the end of like this.
Yeah,
the
you
stick's
need
not ready.
Tunburys to not hold a massive knife.
Yeah,
It's funny though.
it's cute. It's got some Tonberries trying to hold a
It's
giant
nice to see more
knife.
Tunbury stuff because we only got the Tunbury for culinarian, so
Mm-hmm.
that's nice.
There's also the Undead Belladonna, which
My favorite.
This one's
folk name.
beautiful.
yeah, it's
I
based
really
on
like
the
this one.
Belladonna
It's-
mob, I guess, because it has
I think
the
I
flower.
think Belladonna's just the user who sent it. I think that's
Oh.
just
I
a
don't
coincidence.
think it looks like a belladonna really. Like
Oh, the user's
bone-
Belladonna.
Yeah, she's just a beautiful.
Yeah.
I was just looking because it looks like there's some plant shit on it.
But the bone aesthetic doesn't really look like it to me.
No, now that I
Belladonna's
look at
got
it,
bones.
yeah. It's made
But
of
it is.
wood. Oh, it's wood though. It says wood specifically on the left.
Wood.
It specifies this is wood.
It's not bad. I
I
like
don't
the
even know
design.
if
Although it's,
belladonnas have wood.
I don't know what a belladonna is, to be honest. I know they have a disgusting ass because it's just like a spiral.
it's a spiral. Yeah, it's like
Mm.
it's like a parasite.
Yeah. Okay. Blood Moon and Crow. Which
This is cool.
I can't
yeah.
unsee it when you said it, Mela, but it does look like just like the husk of like a head crab.
Yeah, it's a head crab.
Yeah.
I like it though. It's very edgy, and we need more out of the edge.
Yeah.
I really like
The
it.
crow is really cool.
The crow's very nice,
Mhm.
and the fact that the blade is just some like energy beam or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
cool. I don't think that. I'm assuming it's supposed to be just a piece of cloth that's just like flapping in the wind.
I
But
guess,
knowing this
yeah,
game,
It's a chicken or a head crab. Yeah.
yeah, it is. It looks like a
chicken.
mutilated head crab. Yeah, it's just yeah, it's weird. Okay, this one is called something in Japanese. So I won't be able to tell.
I think it's
what that is.
That's just
Goddess of the Moon
Oh.
or something.
Goddess of the Moon. Okay, yeah, makes sense with the moon and shit. So
yeah, anime.
it's very anime. But hey,
I
that's
like
pretty.
this one. It has like little bit Genshin vibes or something. You know, it's a
Yeah.
little bit pushing into that aesthetic, and I try to discourage those sort of people from playing our game.
I see. Remember, Mela,
Okay.
we have to keep winning best community. You can't say shit
Oh,
like
sorry.
No, I
Yeah.
love being toxic. Keep them out of here.
Yeah.
this.
Rebuild Belsa's wall, but in the community.
Okay, another Japanese one. This is a long title.
I have no idea what that is. But it's
Some sort of
very
wing.
pretty.
Oh, it's got like a tiny wing as well. That's funny.
Oh.
It's
like-
like a
Like a
Sephiroth.
one-winged
I guess.
angel.
Yeah.
Well, he's relevant right now, so that's cool.
Yeah. There's I mean, there's not much to say. It's very nice. It's very
I'm not sure what it's like. Maybe a little bit of innocence.
yeah. I don't know
But
why
otherwise,
this
I'm not sure.
art style's giving me like Kingdom Hearts vibes, kind of like how they do
Ooh.
concept art. in
I can
Kingdom
see what
Hearts.
you mean. It kind of reminds me of Cloud and Sephiroth's design.
It's them thick outlines, you know?
Yeah.
Mm.
I like it.
Then there's a Chrono Scythe, which is a time-based
I like this one.
scythe.
I
It's
like
very
it too.
simple, but I like it. Yeah, it does look like it's a little short, but I
yeah,
guess
it's a bit of a Chode Reaper weapon, but it's fine.
yeah,
It's kind of a bit Alex ultimate aesthetic wise with the cogs.
hmm
If this told the time, like the in-game time, and it moved,
That'd be insane.
That would be
That
amazing.
would never happen, but I'd love it.
Mhm.
Just always look at the back of your character for the clock.
The clocks in game, Rollo, do actually represent
yeah,
they do.
do
the
they?
time.
yeah, they
yeah.
move. So why not this?
I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, there is something. There's something that sounds like an ultrasound every now and then, which is interesting in our audio. But that's
It's honestly, it's probably me. Hold on.
you're having an
it's
ultrasound.
always Rollo.
Rollo's having an ultrasound.
I got an ultrasound on my kidneys. So
Yeah. Oh wow, interesting. Cool.
Like getting rid of the stones.
I would like to do that. I would like to look at my kidneys. Okay,
Mm.
Bug Killer, which looks like
I
a
think
near
this
weapon.
I think this is really cool, but I have no idea how they would have implemented this in game.
Yeah, what would be the?
I agree with you. I think the model of the weapon would be invisible. It would all be particle effects.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What would be the item lore for
I like,
this? Like,
sorry, I
I don't.
like looking at the behind image. I haven't really thought about it before.
It's mad,
hmm
but it looks really cool. Yeah, I was thinking the ones from
Oh
Troy.
yeah, sorry for audio listeners. This must be a very confusing segment, but this is
Oh god, yeah.
it's essentially
Sorry.
just a scythe made of glitch.
Yeah.
You
glitch
remember in the
texture.
old days when you tried to play Thief 2 the Metal Age, but you didn't have a voodoo card, so all the textures were just
Yeah.
like bright neon colors in like spotty pattern. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's got that creepy pasta look to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there's a Loperate type scythe.
It looks
I
like
like
a
it.
pickaxe. I
Yeah.
want that as a pickaxe.
I mean, that makes sense
Yeah.
based on like Loperate
Oh.
culture. This is one that, like, I know it's not one of the winners, but if they ever go back to it, this is one that I could actually see them making a whole tome set based on.
Yeah.
It just has the
Right.
aesthetic of something that they could inspire a whole gear
Do,
set.
do you also
But
see
now
how?
that Rollo said that,
Yeah.
maybe this could be the Crafter Gatherer new relic.
But do
That
you
would be cool too.
do you see that they've made it so that when you have it sheathed on the back of on your back, you have the ears will appear
That's
behind
clever.
Oh,
That
so-
is cool.
you. Yeah.
So now everyone can be a Viera and still wear helmets.
Yeah. So it's like a Loperate style scythe. There's a carrot just kind of floating out of it. That's sort
Yeah,
of
it's
the
like
blade.
a hologram carrot.
Yeah, it's a hologram carrot, and then it's got little, almost like bug ears, bunny ears at the back.
Bugs Bunny.
But yeah, bugs don't. Well, I guess bugs have ears. That's a deep discussion for another time.
bugs are made of meat. Remember that.
That is true. That is true. Okay, this is a some sort of tree.
Like an
theme?
ancient
It's
style.
some-
Oh, it is
El-
an
El-
ancient.
It's Elpis inspired based
Oh, yeah.
on reading the Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of looks like Yggdrasil.
Oh, it has one of the flowers on
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be cool having like specifically an Elpis themed ancient set instead of just like some of the ancient
That would
sets we
be
had
neat.
before
Mhm.
as like tome gear or tome weapons.
That would be cool.
Put effort in and make an Alpus set. That looks nice.
Put some effort in. Oh, it also has the stone at the bottom. The handle.
The
Yes, it
stone
does.
of
That's cool.
The pummel.
whoever's that one is.
The little details.
I don't think it has any constellation in it to let you know who it is.
No.
That would be wild lore-wise otherwise.
Yeah. Okay, so those are the Reaper weapons. For Sage, we have
I like this one.
Angel's Guardian, which is like it's like
surprised this one didn't win. This is actually really good.
syringes.
Right?
Yeah,
Get
they're
your
cool.
COVID vaccines.
Yeah.
Choo.
You will be vaccinated.
Yeah. This is
I think this is really cool.
this is cool. I like this. And it feathers and wings are so the internal structure design is based on the syringe. Feathers and wings are decorations surrounded by it. The fluid potion can be drawn up and down with the force on the pusher.
Yeah.
Yeah. In
That's how
battle
syringes
stance,
work?
the syringe is filled up with potion. Special visual effect and digital model change will be implemented. In non-battle stance, the pusher is all it's all in the empty syringe. Oh yeah, so they're like they pull out like they fill up when you're
Yeah.
in
That's
battle
why
stance.
it's a finalist, because they couldn't be bothered to do that animation.
Yeah.
Reading through it, you can understand why they didn't want to necessarily.
Well, do you think?
What's the word? Commit to it.
But there are
Yeah.
Sage weapons
Oh,
that
yeah.
change appearance
Oh yeah,
once
they
they're
can
pulled out.
absolutely do this at some point, but they're not making it a winner because that way they don't have to.
Right. Yeah.
They could always come back to it, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean.
Bear
they don't
in
wanna
mind
say,
that-
we are definitely doing it.
Even though this is like a Sage and Reaper contest, they usually inspire other gear, especially on
Yeah.
the gear ones.
Yeah.
True. That's true.
So they might have to do a whole
Yeah.
syringe themed set for everyone.
That's yeah. Oh my god, my white mage I'll just be holding a giant syringe.
Yeah. Dark
Focus
Knight.
up with it.
I want to make I want to make a Yu-Gi-Oh reference that would be very specific that I don't think anyone would get. But there's a card called Injection Fairy Lily, and it's
Okay.
a very funny anime moment.
All right.
That
There you go.
I don't think I could make funny here.
No.
Oh.
Those
That's
are
for the
no-nos.
Yu-Gi-Oh fans.
Yeah. Okay. Then there's the hand, the
This should have won.
Final Fantasy pointer hand.
This should have won.
Yeah, it
This
should have been
is
one
so
of the joke
cool.
winners, or like
Yeah.
the
It's funny.
winners.
It's
This
funny.
is so
I-
funny.
Especially when it's like sheath, it's like not pointing. so
Yeah,
you have
it's
a bunch
just-
of fists
Yeah.
on your back.
Yeah.
And then when you have it unsheathed, you're just
Just pointing
Yeah,
at them.
pointing at them.
That's ominous and scary.
Little Mickey Mouse hands.
Yeah.
Could just be laughing at them with your weapon.
Also
It
very
does feel like
simple.
Gold Saucer gear chat.
Yeah. It's. I mean,
Yeah.
it also would have been easier to implement this because they literally have the model in game for the minion.
Yeah, they've got the wind-up one, so
Yeah.
just chuck forward.
They probably would have had to make it a little bigger or something. Maybe they'd make a new model. I don't know. Okay. Snowfall Glisten. Which is a snow / ice
Beautiful.
This is actually-
themed.
It
Weapon.
looks very nice, but it's actually relatively simple. When
It
you
is.
look at it.
Well, when
Yeah,
It comes together to be very pretty.
yeah.
yeah, I
yeah.
like that. I think
Yeah.
this is because I've always thought Sage weapons generally look quite silly
Mhm.
on your back.
Good day.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
This would look really cool sheathed.
Yeah. Yeah, I like these. These are cool. They all form like a snowflake when they're sheathed, and then when they're unsheathed, they make little daggers, and snow
Yeah.
comes out of them.
Mm.
So
I feel the need to point out snowflakes have 6 sides.
Oh,
Listen,
This is
don't worry
an-
about it.
yeah,
this is
you're
an
right. This is
octo.
an unnatural
Octoflake.
snowflake. But
It's,
Mm.
it's an octahedron.
they had to
okay?
do
Yeah.
it for this, I guess.
It's not an octahedron.
Oh god.
An octagon, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an octagon. Okay.
Actually, it also
Mm-hmm.
has a bit of a cross in the middle in the relief. Actually, now that I look at it,
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure that's that good anymore.
That's true.
Oh,
Interesting.
no.
We're seeing
It's
a lot
not
of
one
things
of the
in
bad
this.
crosses.
Don't
Don't worry.
It's just a cross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyways, Asura.
This
Hell
one
yeah.
also does.
Yeah, like from
This is
Azure
cool, yeah.
Draft. Yeah.
Yes, sir, juggler. It's got a funny name.
Yeah, it's these are like giant mech hands.
Hands.
Surprise!
one's white.
I think this competition has taught me that has made me aware that like I'm surprised we don't have a sage weapon that is already like some form of hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. This one's a little silly on the shoulders, in my opinion.
Yeah, this one looks a little dumb on the back, I would say. Very big and bulky. They're essentially giant
This should be a Sephiroth
mechanical
weapon.
hands. Yeah.
No clue what those notes say on the right, but if it's talking about adding like the red silhouette
Yeah.
when they're drawn too,
Not happening.
unpractical,
cool.
but very cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
That would make it dope.
That would never happen though. That's like that is insane.
Listen, they did it with the new new gear sets with the ring. Just make it a little person.
That is
instead.
true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's like it's like twice. No, it's not twice the size, but it's bigger than the player. Like it's a huge thing.
I think it's within their abilities to do at some point, but maybe not yet.
I feel like
Maybe
it would be
once
something.
PS4 support is dropped.
It would, and also it feels like it would be something they would use for like a relic.
Mm.
This
Yeah.
is a lot of
If this was
commitment.
It's not even,
for-
it doesn't even have to be a relic. I could see if Asura ends up being a primal at some point, I could actually see them using this and then making some sort of similar effects for all the other weapons in some way.
Like an entire set with a little Asura behind you.
If they're a trial, they
Hmm.
have to have a full
Or maybe
set.
not. It might not even have to be the entire Asura for everyone. Like maybe it could just be like some of his arms or like the head itself,
Mhm.
depending on what it is.
I'm not entirely okay. So okay, yeah. I was just worried that it would take away from like other like. I don't know. We'll see.
It would steal the show.
It would. It'd also be a lot if everyone's got a set of that. It's just like there's like a party of 8 is suddenly like a party of 16.
16.
It's fine.
That'd be wild.
Okay.
This is more back to...
This is Angel themed. Angel wings.
Angel wings. This one's nice.
This was cool because they're asymmetrically sized. I think with the two.
They're too small, too big, aren't they?
Yeah.
On the back, so it looks nice.
Yeah.
And it would give you the wings when sheathed, so it works well.
They give you the wing effect, without having actual wings.
And that's
Yeah.
why they won't do it.
Because you want you to pay for those wings.
Yeah. Okay. And the next is the falling snow. So that is obviously
Elsa?
No, it's what's his name? Horsefont. It's a Horsefont
yeah.
reference.
It's
That's-
a memory of Ysael and Horsefont. Don't see this person knows.
Yeah.
This person gets it.
Aw.
The falling snow was what he called, his office when we were refugees.
Oh, yeah. There's a
uh,
little clever little horsey joke.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's his shield is on the
Yeah,
weapon.
he shields it up.
So
A
yeah.
friendship, a seal of friendship. Oh.
Okay. Well, yeah. That's very nice.
That's cool.
So the
I like
ice
that.
obviously being Ysael, and then the shield being Horsefont.
Yeah. Together forever.
Yeah. Old Charlian scroll. Interesting. Very interesting theme. This
That's
would look
kind
cool.
of neat.
I think this would look cool on the back, because you're like wearing, like you're just carrying scrolls on your back. Because if you've got giant ass scrolls, where do you have them? You have to carry them on your back, unless you want to hold them under your arm.
I don't read them. I just use them to make them float around me. of
That's
course.
right. They're for combat. They're weapons.
Combat scrolls.
Yeah, that's right. And it's thematically,
It's funny though,
Appropriate.
because like the new liths, like a Charlian technology or whatever,
Yeah.
And then you've just got these old scrolls instead that do the same thing.
It was old
Charlayan scrolls. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the original Sage.
Yeah.
From like 500 years ago.
Yep. This one is not. These are like pen. Like these are like
fountain pens.
fountain pen themed.
Yeah, like yeah.
It looks like they're saying something about it having little ink trails, maybe in the notes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
I like
that's
the
cool.
colors they've gone for.
Mm-hmm.
With dripping ink
like
too.
a-
Ooh.
Mauve and black. It's very stylish.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough purple in this game.
You heard it here,
So
folks.
nice.
There's a decent amount of purple in this game.
More purple per melee.
More purple.
Maybe-
More purple.
Maybe not in weapon designs, but there's
Yeah,
a
in
decent
weapons.
amount of purple. We have a whole world that's purple, essentially.
Well, I think he was referring to the. I mean, we're
Yeah,
looking at
weapons.
weapons. But yeah. All right. Orphic wings.
They kind of
Oh,
look
those
like,
are-
so instead of being
Those
like
are
a
Elpis inspired.
fountain pen,
Yeah.
these are more like push ballpoint pens.
Mm.
It all comes back to pens.
Yeah.
Maybe these are those ones that have the 4 colors. Oh,
Oh yeah. The
great design.
yeah, the one that you pull down to get
Yeah.
colors. Yeah. I used to hate those because I always pushed them. Like they would sometimes. Some bad pens would not. They couldn't stand much pressure. Like when you were like writing, and they would go like go back up, and you'd have like no.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I hated that. Anyways, these I almost call them pens. These Nuliths have
Amarot.
Amarot. Well, I mean, I guess
Wiggly
it's
bits.
Yeah, they
Ancient
had-
wiggly bits.
the ancient wiggly
Yeah.
bits. I can't. You know.
What are the, yeah.
The wiggly
yeah,
bits.
Wiggly bit.
The wiggly bits.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. Very. I think they're all right. They look more. I would call these more like less flashy.
But
Nuliths.
that's very
Yeah, they
stylish.
definitely are.
But very
They're
stylish.
quite
Yeah.
traditional Nulith
Yeah.
design.
Yeah.
They would have been implementable.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
I like the next one.
It's the whatever they're called.
Oh, the
Pixies.
drippy
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And they have different faces. Oh, yes.
Oh, they have different
They're
moods.
nice.
Which one are you? Tag yourself, guys. I'm.
I want to be the
Which
happy
one are
one.
they? To the speakers.
uh, they're very small.
They're cute. I like them. Well, they're being shown on a dwarf, so it's a bit difficult to see.
Lalafell.
They have shorter.
I'm still on the first.
I see. I see.
They have shorter Nuliths too, so that's totally fine. Like already in game.
What is happening with sample? That's just nothing.
What?
Look at the
Oh yeah,
right.
they've not
Next
bothered
to
to put
use
the
it.
sample. That's where they didn't succeed.
Yeah, they didn't finish their design.
Yeah.
Oh.
75% complete. See me.
Um,
No, they
Mach-
finished it. What are you talking about?
Machina Dragonfly.
Okay, so this
Oh.
one. I mean,
Whoa.
my design was a dragonfly.
Was it?
Obviously, it wasn't as nice as this.
This is super complicated looking, but
It is.
so
Mine was real dragonflies, not machine ones.
I see.
But
I
it was
see.
drawn in PowerPoint and looked like absolute trash.
PowerPoint.
You
Yeah.
did it in PowerPoint.
Not even MS
Why are
Paint.
you
went
drawing
straight
in
to
PowerPoint?
No, because I needed
Yeah.
to. Because I had to copy and paste it 4 times, didn't I? So I just set it up in PowerPoint.
You can copy and paste in Paint.
No, but it.
That
Look,
is the
drawing in
most-
PowerPoint is surprisingly easy.
That is the most boomer thing I've heard. That you were
I-
drawing in PowerPoint.
Yeah,
Okay, well, you did
but
it.
I
so
didn't win, so
no, you did
that's
not.
why.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, this is a dragonfly, and it's it's
Yeah,
like
you
a
can't question an artist.
mechanical dragonfly. It's very intriguing in like its sheathed state.
Mhm.
It will probably
I'm a
not
fan.
look good on your back actually, because they don't connect to anything, so they're just gonna look like disconnected things. on
Maybe
your
if they
back.
were facing inward instead with the beak inside.
Yeah, I think that would have been
closer.
cooler.
They wouldn't look good on your back, but like My opinion is also that many SaH weapons don't look good on your back, so I don't think that's necessarily a demerit.
That's true. I think a lot of the ones that are in this orientation, instead of like the vertical ones, kind of look a little wonky.
Yeah. But I love
As
the
a
design.
SaH weapon design expert,
In PowerPoint.
my dragonflies were in the, where it's 2 on the left, 2 on the right, all facing up. I think that works quite well for an organic design.
Okay.
All right.
All right, cool. So yeah, I love the design. There we go. Didn't win,
Congratulations,
but
everyone.
they are
Good
all
job.
winners.
Enjoy
in my heart.
your
Yeah, you're all
great
epic.
Paraserpent.
I'd give you Chalky Milky.
There you go. That is the weapon design
Did we
contest.
not go over the winners now?
Well, we already
We've done
have.
the
We've
winners.
covered them before.
The winners were
Oh, we
announced
did.
before.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. We have another contest, which is starting. That is the Furnishing Design Contest 2022. It's happening again. Give Square Enix more furniture that they can use.
Please, though,
for free.
Another hair design contest. Please. It has been too long, and we need some variety in here.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm surprised that this is happening again so soon. I feel like it was only very recently that we had the last furnishing design contest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember it. The fact that I remember that we we covered it recently, that means it's very recent.
Remember how excited we were at the existence of toilets, and none of them have been implemented yet.
Right. True.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
where are the toilets, you cowards? Implement the goddamn toilets.
My character needs a place to shit.
Yeah.
Or else
Yeah, I've
this
been
game
holding
just-
it in for 10 years.
I
Have
know.
you? Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
We have a sandbox already, Rollo.
Oh, that's
yeah,
true.
Yeah, that's true.
Mikote, rise up.
Yeah.
Use your sandboxes.
Yeah, that's a very funny scene from a show. Okay, it's a Danish show called Clown, and he it's just a normal dude. It's filmed like The Office. Oh no, I have to go through this whole thing. Okay, anyways, he's at a friend's house. He's got to run. He's got the shits, and then he can't go to the toilet. I don't remember why. He just really needs to shit, and then he notices that they have a cat litter, and he shits in the cat litter, and then his friend comes back in unexpectedly and is like, whoa, that's a giant ass shit in the kitty litter. Anyways, hilarity ensues.
Wait,
I always think about that when people say kitty litter, cat
What do
litter.
you think when you're cleaning
I
tape
think
is
about
kitty litter?
the time that dude took a dump in his friend's cat litter, thinking he had all the time in the world to get it away, and then he couldn't because his friend came back. And then it's like, wow, my cat made the most giant ass shit, and it stinks the whole house.
That was a...
It was a lot, but you
That
can
was
find that. You can
absolutely
find that
draining.
on YouTube if you like. It's clown or klovn. It's Danish. Anyways, back to the furnishing design contest. I get a whiff of poo.
Shut up.
Okay, so the contest begins on Friday, December 16th. So it has already started. Lasts until January 19th, 2023. The theme is whatever. Create a furnishing item you would like for your house.
Fuck it, just make something.
Yeah, they are looking for any furnishings aside from housing exteriors. That includes roofs, roof decorations,
too many of them.
exterior walls, exterior wall decorations, windows, doors, placards, and fences.
Placards?
Yeah.
You can
Remember when we could get
change
custom...
just the placards?
Yeah, you can.
Placard, but no one notices or cares for the most part.
Right.
They should make the housing like the chocobo exterior and like this whatever it says modular.
Mm-hmm.
So walls of a chocobo, house of a Moogle or whatever.
Yeah.
Idiot move to not do that, to be honest with you.
Cringe.
Yeah. Also, there will be 100 winning entries from all categories combined.
That's confident.
Yeah. And the announcement is planned to be done via the lodestone in or around April 2023. What will they give you for providing asset designs for free? An in-game umbrella. You get the Great Paraserpent. It's a cool item. This one's unique, right? So this one's unique in a better way than the stupid cloud hair.
Yes, because it looks nice.
Yeah, I think this one's better, and it's also like there's only one item that you win. You don't have to pick between which contest had. They still do that where you can pick the like.
Yeah, you can have the like Ahriman's
Scarf of Wondrous Wit.
Yeah, the scarf that you can get in game. So yeah, you can join. You could, if you want to draw some furniture and maybe have it implemented at random at any point in the future, because sometimes they do that. They will just pick some people designs and make furniture. You can join now and maybe get a Paraserpent.
Might look good on your CV.
Yes. Okay, that is the Furnishing Design Contest 2022. We keep winning. We just can't. We're suffering from success.
We're just so good. I feel like I personally won all these awards myself.
I'm actually a little tired of this. I'm tired of reporting on it. We have.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
it'll all change.
It'll all change soon. But we have won another award. This time, IGN's Best Ongoing Game of 2022. I'm gonna read their what even is this? Their explanation. Their blurb. Another year, another nomination for this critically acclaimed MMORPG, and for good reason. The end of 2021 brought us the fantastic Endwalker expansion, which came with a triumphant finale to the game's long-running Hydaelyn versus Zodiac arc. God damn it. As well as numerous quality of life fixes that have made the game much more accessible to all, including those wishing to enjoy the story purely on their own. With a brand new adventure just on the horizon, there's no better time than the present to hop into Final Fantasy XIV. There you have it.
And the games we beat include Destiny 2, Fortnite, Genshin Impact, and Overwatch 2.
Yeah,
competition wrecked. Not really difficult, I would say. Seems like we kind of beat the same people in the same awards constantly.
Yeah. So congratulations, everyone. We did it.
I'm surprised Overwatch 2 is in the ongoing category just because it's technically a new game.
That is true.
Even they know it's just Overwatch 1.
Yep.
I mean, it is.
It is. Okay, so congrats on that. Important information. Auto-Demolition is resuming in early January 2023. The automatic demolition of estates was suspended in December 2021. However, after careful consideration, we have decided to resume auto-demolition with the release of patch 6.3. There is a possibility the timer will be suspended again should the need arise. The exact date...
I feel like... I mean, the reason it was continued hasn't concluded yet, but
no.
I guess they're just moving on.
I guess
it is
difficult to implement indefinitely.
Well,
because
I guess so,
eventually they will, because of their own problems relating to housing, they can't just let people keep their houses forever without using them.
That is true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they've had 7 or 8 years to think about a solution to it instead of just slapping on more zones for housing wards.
No. The forever bandage will always work.
God, imagine that. It'd be so thick. It'd be sticking up.
It unfortunately, this sort of shows that unfortunately it's become just the state of the world right now. So we just have to, otherwise we'd just have it suspended until, this can go on. We're talking about the war. The war can go on for years. So
yes,
unfortunately,
it's unfortunate.
Hang in there. Okay, that's it.
To explain how it works, if you have been inside your house at any point in the last year since the auto demolition was halted, you will have the full 45 days once the timer ends. If you have not, it will continue from where that timer was before the auto-demolition was suspended.
Yes.
A lot of people seem to be under the impression that just on this day, when it ends, like there'll just be a bunch of houses available to you.
Yeah, no,
that's not necessarily the case.
That's not the case.
No.
The timer will just, like you said, resume. So, because a lot of people were talking about like, oh, I can't wait, I'm going to be there on the day and just watch us the whole ward. That's not happening, dude.
I would love to see those people, though. The people that don't necessarily watch this podcast and don't keep up with like other people explaining how this works, just like waiting on the day. Yeah. And then they're like, where's the houses?
Insert John Travolta meme. So there you go. Housing demolition resumes. So that's good for big servers like Ragnarok, where housing has been almost inaccessible for a year. So there we go. All right, moving on. The new optional item. There's new optional items on the online store, as well as a winter sale. It started on the 14th of December. There will also be discounts on Fantasia.
One day.
It will end one day. There are discounts on Fantasia, Tales of Adventure, and a selection of Starlight, Celebration, and Heaven's Turn items, so don't miss out. New optional items include I think everything except for the outfit is like old, right?
Old, the wind up Rudy and whatever the squirrels called it from last year.
Yeah. Well, as a Nordic, it's very easy to identify what this is. This is Sami clothing.
What's a Sami for the people who don't know?
It's the indigenous people of the Nordic region. They're the So for us, when I first saw this, go on.
Did they live throughout the whole of the Nordic region, or do they always only live in the north?
North.
But it spreads quite far east.
Primarily, they go from Norway to Finland. A little bit of Russia.
A little bit of Russia. Because there's some... Yeah.
They call that a region Sapmi. That's like their like region. But when I saw this, and also the reason why they're so high up north is because they do there's a lot of like reindeer. That's like part of their whole thing. Is like they're reindeer herders essentially. But there are many types of Sami. I'm not going to get into all that. But as a Nordic, my gut reaction was like, "Oh God, this doesn't feel right." But I have a Sami friend. I showed this to him, and he said, "Looked cool." He was fine with that. So I don't think this is a big problem. I don't think this is like quite the because we saw that on Twitter that there was some There were some people, but I feel like a lot of them were not Sami. They were like me, like Nordics that felt uncomfortable on their behalf, which often happens.
People were upset over it, which is fair enough. But at least it's a positive. It's made a lot of people more aware of Sami culture, which I suppose is a nice thing.
Yeah.
Because from reading comments, a lot of people were just like, I'd never heard of this group of people until today, so that's nice.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if I hadn't spoken to Lukiel, if someone was like, I don't know, point to Lapland on the map, I would be like, what, the girl from Arknights? Like, is that
right?
Yeah.
It also doesn't look like a kofta or a gakti. It looks like
it's more like a.
It's
inspired.
Like the pattern. Yeah.
It's right, but the inspired outfit, because it's a skirt and a chest piece.
Yeah.
It does. I think it kind of rings. Well, this was added a while ago, but similar to the Native American inspired outfit, which was like, was that a Realm Reborn or Heavensward?
Heavensward.
The New World.
Sort of similar there, but different, because the big thing with that is, for at least from what I know, is the war bonnet, which is particularly like not everyday people wear that,
right?
Kind of thing.
See, that's why this one's good, because they didn't do that. Like, because their hats are very specific, and that is not like a very specific.
They've just gone for the cashmere hat.
Essentially, but
I can't
keep saying it, but it's
different.
It is a bit different from that, but yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult with this kind of stuff. Obviously, these culture groups aren't a monolith, like Chibi Duo said in chat.
No,
there will be dissenting opinions.
Absolutely.
And I would totally understand if a particular group of Sami, like in different countries or regions, would find this more insensitive than others.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if we even personally know the importance of these kind of outfits, like culturally. I mean, are these like day-to-day ones, or are these?
It's different. They have different functions. I think there's there's a lot. I'm not well versed in the Sami culture, but they have ceremonial ones as well that have like jewelry and stuff on them.
You were saying that they're very personal, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
Which is probably why it would rub them the wrong way for some people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Just if you hear a Sami person talking about it, or any kind of group like that, just hear them out at least.
Do we have any Sami viewers? That would be fun if there are any. Hello.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
With something like this, if you're going to do this, if a large company like Square Enix is going to do this, they need to be aware that while some people may be okay with it, and just because that some of them do say that, that doesn't mean that aren't other people in the same community that would not be okay with it, and you have to be aware of that and ready for the criticism that will occur as a result of your actions.
Yeah.
If anything, it has taught a lot of people about Sami culture. You know, maybe this interested some people, and maybe some people are doing research now. You know, it's good for that as well.
And they have programs, I think you can look into if you want to.
Sure. Yeah.
I think there's isn't there like a charity that helps them out a lot when it comes to some of their reindeer stuff?
There's many.
There's lots. There's lots of resources where you can learn about the Sami. Yeah.
I know you're not a Sami expert, Lakil. Is it common for there to be like exposed leg in traditional Sami clothing?
No, I don't think. Well,
that's crazy in a kind of cold country.
I would think that
because they're very high up north. I'm sure there are.
They usually have like
summer versions.
Pants in a lot of images I've seen of Gokti.
Yeah.
But you're how cold is it in summer up north? Because I mean,
not very.
You'd be a hardy person to live there all the time anyway. So
yeah, whenever I've seen that, no, there are versions of it. There are summer versions where their legs there is some leg. So
I think the confusion is that just because they're clearly in a snowy location.
Yes, I mean primarily cold. You would see that in
But the second part to this, I will say, fucking sucks if we get like, okay, I know this isn't a Christmas outfit, and I think it'd be very bad to say this is a Christmas outfit, but to get an outfit with this kind of look with the event at the same time, it's like, I mean, I know we accept that it's the Mog station, they're gonna add it, but like,
this is a cardinal sin of most MMOs now. Is you'll get a little crumb of, they will design like a suite of outfits and items. You'll get a couple in game. You'll have to cuff it for the rest. I don't like it. We've seen it in this game as well. Sleipnir. And a few of the other Mog Station stuff.
Yeah.
There's two things that I think are strange about this. One is that it kind of matches with what one of the rewards are for the seasonal event that we're about to talk about is. So it's strange that it's only available on the Mog Station. And two, the fact that it is culturally inspired and it's also only available on the Mog Station also feels a bit icky to me.
Yeah.
That one is kind of like an iffy one in particular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like profiting off it is a little strange. But
it's
because this is called... Is it the far northern?
Which again,
So that makes me think of like, let's say like the place where the Rogadin come from.
Is this the
the
Rogadin
Seawolf
outfit?
ones? No. But like that region where it's like like the frozen north or whatever, like the frozen empty. Northern empty. If this is where they wanted to do an in-game culture based on the Sami or pan-Northern European culture, the first instance of that being in the cash shop's weird.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing about it.
But also,
and if they decide not to do,
but there are no rows in the product photos.
No, that is true.
So that's very strange if it is.
It's just the outfit showing off there, and it might, I
mean, it'd be weird.
I don't know what the in-game culture would be.
No.
Just to quell anybody who says this, because I feel like someone is gearing up to say at any moment in the chat or comments. We know that there was other sets like the Bavarian set.
Oh yeah.
With the Lederhosen or whatever, and the beer maiden outfit kind of thing. Not the same.
See,
the same.
This is the discussion we had off stream where I said, what if it's different because they could have added bunads to 14, right? Which is the Nordic or Norwegian style, like traditional clothing. Not the same. We are not like a suppressed minority, you know?
Yes.
Bavarians, Norwegians, not minorities.
Yeah.
You can put a cowboy outfit in 14. People would be like, "Oh yeah, brother!"
Yeah,
that's not the same.
Right? Exactly.
So just wanted to say that real quick.
Yeah.
Not the same level. Like they could put a kimono, and I think they already have kimonos actually.
Yeah.
There are some kimonos in the game.
Yeah, like that's also.
And I think it's also easier for them to make use of their own culture in
Yeah.
their own game.
There was some outfits that they've put into the game that were quite politically insensitive.
That Korean
like the
Korean
Korean one, because that was like an occupied military outfit, which is a real. I mean, that for me is one of the worst takes they could have gone for. That's
I'm
that's
surprised.
that's a negative connotation. At least with some of the other ones, they're trying to just be inspired by a culture without saying anything.
Yeah,
but that's like that's like a horrible memory for people.
Yes, it's weird. Just super.
Just be,
weird. Who drew that? It was like, that. Who was like, okay.
I don't know. It's strange. So
it's a complicated issue, though. So
it is.
would not blame anybody being
not black and white.
Confused.
No, it's not.
But
the opinion of people will vary as well. You know, some people will not have some people just think, "Wow, nice new outfit."
Yeah.
Some people just thought it was didn't like it, and then there'll be people who, it rubs the wrong way. And
I think that's
all on board,
part of the issue is that someone will be like, oh, this is like a Sami. Like a Sami will identify it as like, oh, this is Sami clothing, and then they hear people going like, oh, how fucking ugly, which is like a huge,
that's a bit mean,
disrespectful thing to like the Gokti.
Especially because it's nice.
Yeah.
How look at the socks. They have little.
Yeah, they have the little.
They have cute patterns.
Yeah.
I'm big on this
region
outfit
too, right?
I don't think I'll buy it immediately because it's like
it is quite expensive.
£12.
Yeah, it's $12 or £12.
It's nice.
I'll avoid purchasing this one. Just maybe I'll sit this one out.
I will not buy this. I just feel like I can't. But yeah, there you go. There's also a sale, like I mentioned.
Someone buy it for Lakir. Put him in a difficult position.
No, do not do that.
Moral quandary.
Roll the dice. What's the next minority group to be?
No,
I don't think this is a fun game.
This is not a fun game.
Do this.
Okay, anyways, the sale as well for Fantasia, Tales of Adventure, and a selection of items related to Starlight Celebration and Heaven's Turn will end on Tuesday, the 10th of January. It has already started, so go get a deal if you want that.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe on a non-podcast episode, Ronnie.
Okay. Starlight 2022 has happened, so spoiler warning if you have not done Starlight. We will be talking about it now. Don't worry, there's not much to spoil as usual. Nothing nothing crazy going on here. But okay,
It's Bunny Georgi. He was in the quest.
Yeah,
yes,
funny
Bunny
Georgie.
He's annoying. It's annoying because he's actually like me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was going there. I was like, this is just
Mhm.
a little neurotic as Georgi would be in the situation. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was awful. So yeah.
How dare you? Well, it's not even the fact that personality-wise; it's because he looks like me as well.
He looks like your
I was a
character.
Piero.
Yeah.
But God, yeah, way to ruin the quest, annoying scholar man.
Yeah, it was. So the quest is essentially about. It introduces the mount that we're getting this year.
He
Yeah.
fucking quizzes you at the start. I was like,
Yeah.
stop stealing things I do.
Yeah.
That was the worst part. He quizzes you saying, what is the spirit animal of Starlight? And he gives you an option which has had an outfit but never really is mentioned, or two mounts that have, or a mount that's existed in the past, and then the Yeti from last year. So I was like, Starlight Bear because it throws presents. And so he's like, no, you imbecile. It's a reindeer that we've literally only just mentioned. Okay. All right,
Told you it
Georgie.
was the reindeer. I got it correct.
I got it
Well, it's
correct
obviously the reindeer.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's Santa Claus, but I thought maybe he'd have a fun answer for the others.
Yeah.
But no.
Well, yeah, he'd insult you. That's about what I'd expect from me.
Mm-hmm.
God, he ruined the whole event.
They're just stealing our personalities for characters now.
Bring back Bert.
Well, yeah. So he is trying to so this I don't even remember his name. His name is a last name, which I remember.
It's Lorenzen.
Lorenzen, son of Lawrence.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
he's trying to figure out.
Viera can take anything for their city names, so
Yeah.
there's no logic to it necessarily.
Yeah, water bottle or anything they want.
So he wants to find out because apparently this
He
is
needs
a
children.
thing. Yeah, he needs children for
requires
his.
a child
He needs to.
for what was it? What's it called?
What?
What?
It's like Dasher. The
No,
reindeer.
it's Blitzen.
Blitzen. That's
yeah.
it. It's Blitzen.
Blitzen is the name of the reindeer, and he's like, yeah, this is the spirit animal of
He thinks it's related to one of the original reindeer
Starlight.
from Starlight,
The,
and they
the
could cast
lineage.
illusions to get themselves out of danger,
Mm-hmm.
or so he says.
Yes, and so he had read somewhere that children were like the catalyst for this for it to like cast this magic.
So being the sensible man, he went to the source of all children, Gridania.
Yes. So he wants us to help locate children that he can use Blixen on, essentially.
Something wrong with you, Georgie.
Yeah.
How dare you?
And so he just brings. So we find children. He takes Blitzen with him.
Well, we find one.
Yeah, we find one. Yeah, the others just run away.
We go around trying to coerce children to meet us at Apcabu
And thankfully,
Falls.
most of them run away.
Good. There's one idiot
Danger,
child.
danger.
Yeah. We get one, and it does nothing. So
And the child complains that the baby Yeti from last year was much better.
yeah, that was funny.
See? Good old Rudy.
And then I think we argue about something, and then at some point, Blitzen goes.
He goes
disappears.
to.
He has like an
Boston Hills.
existential crisis.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
he runs
what
away
happens.
crying.
Yes. Oh yeah, right. He runs away.
And we see a cutscene
just
between
shitting and pissing himself.
Yeah.
some muscular legs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We see some
Who could
muscular
that be?
legs watching us in the distance, just some legs. And then we find him on the bridge at Great Lone Brewery, and he
Lost Blitzen.
He's
lost
lost the
Blitzen.
reindeer.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So now we
Oh well,
have to-
they did a little tease by the way too. When you're talking, he's like, maybe we should go to Ishgard. You know?
Oh, yeah, he does.
That's
I'm-
originally where the magic is, or whatever.
At that point, I'm like, oh my god, they
Yeah.
acknowledged it. It's been so long. I haven't heard them mentioning that before. And I thought, we're going to Ishgard during Starlight? No, we never leave Gridania.
You can't do that.
Level
No.
15
Um,
quest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is where he was sort of like, you ask him, where's Blitzen? In
Yes.
some form or another.
Yeah. You can, you have multiple
Good
options
bit.
there, which, I mean, they all lead to the same thing. And then we go look for him, We find
But to me, the best character along the way, the ice
the dude who's
snowman
looking at
enthusiast.
The snowman obsessed man.
What a freak!
Yeah, what a freak. We go to New Gridania. We find him there, and he's not happy. Blitzen is not happy about what's going on.
And then Georgi, oblivious to this, is just like whipping him, going, "Make illusions, Blitzen. What's wrong with you, you idiot?"
But then
This is when he's realized he's been missing the spirit of Starlight.
Well, that's after the Saint of Nemea appears. He's
looking
like
pretty swole.
Yeah, and he says something. I don't even remember what he says. He says some shit.
He tells you basically that you've forgotten.
No, we can just say that, right?
Well, he just says.
No,
I think he just delegates,
and then we back him up.
Yeah.
It's just like,
and that's
you're
when you get the
missing out on
option.
something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then he realizes that he's been an idiot, and then we.
Then they hear someone crying.
We just hear someone crying.
I've lost my mummy.
My mommy.
And that's when Blitzen does his magic.
Yeah, he summons a few presents in an illusionary form.
And that's
The child is amused.
Yeah.
Lorenzen screams very loudly
Yeah.
for the child's mother.
Yeah. She arrives.
Free child right here.
She arrives. She thanks them, and then walks off. That's essential. And then he's like, "Oh, that was the meaning of Christmas or Starlight." That's essentially what happened.
Yeah.
Georgi learns the meaning of Christmas.
Yeah. Okay.
Pure bile, wasn't it? I mean,
Those
Georgi
were
would never
two
learn the
quests,
meaning of
by the way.
Christmas.
There were 2 quests, so that was it. And then after that, you can do an optional thing that yields no rewards. It's not an actual, like, it's not even a quest.
It's one of those lore things.
Well, I like that it's not a quest. I like that it doesn't require you to go anywhere. I like that you can do it entirely from
It's
the NPC.
just like an
That is
instance
true.
thing that you're doing with no reward, where you hand out, or essentially you're just triggering a cutscene.
It's just 5 cutscenes or something, 5 or 6 cutscenes.
Yeah, and the first
I've only
one,
done the first one, but
so you're handing out presents. It's not much to spoil. There's not really that crazy. You go to 3 of the guilds essentially for the first 3, and then there's 2 bonus ones, I guess. So the first the first one is Timbermaster.
Leatherwork, Carpenter's Guild man.
Yeah,
Beaten and Fufucha.
Fufucha from Botanist Guild. They give away some wooden blocks, and he keeps talking about how they're like the delicate wood, and he like keeps going. The kid's
wooden
like,
carvings.
I don't want this
He's
shit.
such a well-developed character, isn't he?
And then Fufucha goes, they're building blocks, and the kid's like, oh shit, that's fucking dope. So yeah, that was a fun little thing there.
The child's pretty stupid to not realize they're building blocks.
Yeah. And also pretty sad that that's his favorite toy.
Building blocks. I mean, remember,
I loved blocks as a child.
Yeah, blocks are alright.
You can make so much. They're great fuel for creativity, mate.
It's like Minecraft.
Just because you weren't creative.
It's like Minecraft in real life.
Yeah. Remember building little archways with the blocks? That was fun.
Mela wasn't a creative child.
No.
Lincoln Logs too. That shit was dope.
Yeah. Okay, so what I would say is that that one felt like a big long cutscene, like a lot happened, but the second one was
actually shorter.
Sorry, what did you say?
I think all of the others are.
Yeah, they are short. Especially the second one was kind of jarring, and that was the leatherworker one, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
The second one's with Gabriel, the leatherworker guild lady.
Even quicker. Oh, I should have done them all.
She essentially just hands the child some leather, as she calls it, leather accessories, and then runs off.
My
and
lord.
I'm like, what are leather accessories?
Well, she also says, my children love this season.
Yeah.
That's right, you have children. And then she leaves.
Yes.
Leather accessories.
Yeah, and that's essentially the and then she says, you're doing the Lord's work, and you go, hell yeah, sister. And then
hell yes, brother.
and then you leave. And the third one is
pretty much. It's at the markets, and you meet Mother Mian.
Oh, Mother Mian, yes. And she
gives someone. She tells we're giving people cookies, and she gives a child a cookie, and that's pretty much it.
She recruits a child as an adventurer.
Yeah, but then the fourth one, the fourth one was very nice because finally we get some. Every time there's a little bit of like Ishgard mentions in Starlight, I get happy. I get a little happy. Emmerich arrives. He's been talking to the Seed Seer. That's why he's there.
Oh my god,
but
poor guy.
he took the opportunity to spread some Starlight cheer, and he hands the child an Ishgardian coat.
Wow, that's a really expensive present.
'Tis the season, my child.
And then he talks about
getting a coat and the other getting blocks.
But then he talks about like Starlight in Ishgard and how it's like I'm from the land where it originated from and shit. And I'm like, oh god, yes, talk more.
He also talks about how he prefers. Well, even though he's dressed in red, he prefers blue, which is and then he says, "Have I not said this before?" And it's because it's a reference to a dream we had, like a couple of Starlights ago during the event where we were helping the sick children in Uldar.
Oh
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
God, that was what 2016, I think. 2017.
It was a very long time ago. I don't exactly remember the year.
Yeah. Wow.
And then the last one is what's his name? The childish
Emenelaine
and Sicard, yeah. And they give he gives a doll, an Ishgardian doll. Who gives the doll? I don't remember.
Emenelaine gives the doll.
Emenelaine gives he
gives Limson designed toy cutlery.
Yes, right. I love that I said an Ishgardian doll. And like, who gave that again? Who gave the Ishgardian doll? The Ishgardian or the Lumenson? And then they start arguing over who gave the best gift. And then the child is like, "Oh, I can play with I can't wait to play house with the doll and the dinner set or whatever." And then they like, I was a good Starlight after all. And then they
word for word say an argument that they've had before.
Yeah. So that was it. That was Starlight. After you do the quest portion, you get the mount. Which is a very nice mount.
And if you want the dead tree covered in lights, you need to just talk. There's a NPC nearby that you can just purchase them from.
Purchase
as many as you want.
It is so sad to go to the vendor during Starlight because they are so hellbent on selling you all of the previous ones on the store. So there's only one item and one the confetti
there
shit.
There were 2 fireworks.
Yeah, 2 fireworks. Yeah, that's what
I
it was.
agree with you.
It's like this a list of 3 items. Yeah, it feels worse with Starlight for some reason because I feel like there's more in the other stores.
Normally they let you buy the Christmas dodo, don't they?
Oh yeah,
no dodo
that wasn't
this year,
available.
Georgi.
I guess they. Oh no, are they preparing to sell that?
Living crisis.
Yeah.
It's not even a physical item to kill. It's just food. It's just food.
Wait, no. It's a housing item.
There's a housing item version of it, but that's not the version.
You're thinking about the one that you just eat. Oh, I see. That's you can make those as culinarian.
Yeah, you can make them as a culinarian, but they normally give them out as well.
Yeah.
It gives the illusion there's more to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should stock it with just.
They should do something because that is a sad ass store and just reminds you of there's so much on the online store.
But
yeah.
Always good when they let you just buy things. I don't.
Yes.
Yes.
It's always much more preferable than having to earn tokens.
Depends on the quality of the repeatable event, but yeah, I guess.
No, it doesn't depend on the quality of the repeatable event. Mainly, in almost every case, you have to do it too many times.
Yeah.
Like the Halloween one was where the haunted not this year, last year with the little quest or the dungeon thing.
Yeah.
It's cool 2 times after
you're saying last year, well, it technically was this year.
Oh, right. It was this year.
It was this year
in January.
Yeah.
It's like I get it. If I want to do this again, I'll give it.
Yeah.
But I just want to get the items.
Yeah. Okay. So how do we feel about this compared to last?
14 mentality.
How do you feel about this compared to last year?
I enjoyed this one plot-wise, maybe because I was in it.
Okay.
Special guest Georgi. I thought it was funny.
I think I preferred
What was last
year's
year?
Well, it was the one with Rudy, this Yeti.
That was the Yeti one. The Yeti one was cute. It had an actual good story.
I like Rudy as well. I do.
You went out into the world.
I think last year's was better, but I think this one's was okay. It wasn't.
It was
bad.
okay.
This one was average out of 10.
But at no point did you leave
There have been
Redania.
actively bad ones before.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
It felt very.
It was
contained.
just it was fine. It was like a very fast redemption arc for the annoying scholar.
Mm-hmm.
Just
like if you look at the other Starlight events, this is the one that has the least going on for it. Like the last
it doesn't have a lot.
Like
the
year before the Yeti, we had the snow, the bear. That was the bear one, right? Where we did the fate. No, yeah,
wasn't the when? No, I feel like the bear one was not ages ago, but longer ago than that. Because I feel like the snowman was more recent.
Oh yeah, the snowman.
We've had the carol ones, the ones where you sing carols.
Then the carol, the music mini game, and then there was at some point the bear one where you did the fate. Where you threw
I
the
think
presents.
they've all been better than this one personally.
Yeah, I feel like Starlight
The polar
used to
bear
be...
was a summer event reward. No, that was there's the brown. That's the polar bear.
Yeah,
the
we're talking about the Starlight bear.
Yeah, we're talking about the the brown bear with the little hat.
Brown bear.
Brown bear. So Starlight has usually been one of the better, bigger events of the, because it's the last one of the. Well, it is the last one of the year. Heaven's Turn is
it's the last
beginning.
Heaven's Turn's just for.
Yeah, and then they open with a really shitty one in terms of rewards, at least.
It's like it starts shitty and then gets better and better throughout the year with the events usually. So
the reindeer is a cool reward, though.
No,
it's
cool.
Nicely made mount.
Yeah.
The reindeer is one of It's up there already. It's so nice. It's such a well-modeled, textured thing.
Before we got it, we were still...
Like, if you watch this animation, it breathes so quickly.
Oh,
okay. I don't think I've paid that close attention. But when we were still chasing after Blitzen throughout the event, I was like, wow, it's actually animated and modeled really well.
It's beautiful.
I
really, really like this mount.
Yeah, rewards are. The mount is the star. The tree is a tree. I mean, I'm not as...
No, Luca, it's not just a tree. It's a dead tree strung with disgusting fairy lights.
That is not...
Beautiful.
That we're being a little harsh on it, because aren't most trees like that during winter?
Not pine trees.
That's not a pine tree.
They're not evergreens.
Trees.
I mean, if they're on a pine tree... I mean, obviously, pine trees don't die during winter, but you know what kind of tree that is.
Yeah.
That is not a pine tree. I mean, it is. That's what trees look like.
Do I know what kind of tree it is?
Is it a deciduous tree?
I know that you know it's not a pine tree. Because a pine tree doesn't look like that when it's naked.
Well, yeah, I know enough to say it's not a pine tree, but I could not tell you what type of tree it is.
No, we have that in our garden.
Pine trees in my company.
Yeah. Why would you decorate a dead tree? To make it look better. That's why we do it. In northern cities like I live in, where most of the year is winter, our trees are dead for a long time. So we just put lights on them to make them look better. That's just what we do.
It's not the worst item ever. It's just
garish. A dead tree strung with lights is a little bit less depressing than just looking down the street and seeing a bunch of dead trees.
Exactly, and just the darkness.
Against a grey sky.
Yeah. Or the grey sky. Also, the tree isn't technically dead. It's just hibernating because it's winter.
Sleepy tree.
Yeah.
It's just its leaves that are dead.
Yes.
Yeah, because what's the point in trying to photosynthesize with no sun?
Right. Right.
Exactly.
So true.
Energy.
Waste of energy.
You go. All right. Okay. There you go. That's our Starlight 2022 review. Middle of the road. Great
Very
mount.
much so.
That's about
Fantastic mount. Hopefully Georgi will remain in Charlene and never darken our doorsteps again.
Right. I agree.
He feels like a one-off character. I don't think he's going to come back.
No. Okay, well, he might make a cameo in in a future event, but yeah. Okay.
In the next Doomsday, when we're going back to Charlene for another Doomsday scenario, you might be there.
Okay. Jesus, you really dislike this character. Okay, moving on. It's time to read through some MogMail. This one is from... Oh, I know. I know you, Window Sapphire from Celera.
Oh no.
Dear Santa speakers. Santa speakers.
No.
No, Big Man Lee, no.
All I want for Starlight is you. I mean, I hope you all have a very wonderful holiday. I don't actually want anything, but I'm wishing you all a happy holiday season and New Year. Chat 2. Well, thank you, Win.
Thanks, Win.
Thanks, Win. How about you
Happy,
chilling?
happy holidays.
Thanks,
to you
Window
too.
Sapphire from Zalera.
Yes, Lara besties, let's go.
Yeah. All right, thank you,
That's for
Win.
enough MogMail then.
That's it for MogMail.
I think we should read the next
I know.
one.
Yeah,
That would be
obviously.
so funny.
I think we need to read some additional ones. Yes, we do. All right, next. This is from a rare beast from the big city, Balmung.
Balmung.
Hello. Hello, holiday speakers. I hope you all have a good winter break. Are any of you aware of Lifetime original Christmas movies? Are they as pervasive globally as they are in the U.S.? Well, don't go.
No.
Yuri, we're supposed to talk about this when I'm done reading. They are They are extremely formulaic. Hardworking girl, white, comes from the big city, gets out to a small town for a Christmas festival for some reason or another. She meets a handsome man, white, with a rough exterior but a heart of gold and a love of Christmas. She's eventually won over with small town values and Christmas, white. And decides to leave her life behind to stay for love. So I, the big city Balmung Knight, have come to the countryside
There
to
was
find
no N there.
Balmung. Oh, sorry,
Balmung
Balmung
I agreed
Knight.
it was a Balmungian.
Yeah. Have come to the countryside to find the meaning of the holiday season. We're all Final Fantasy fans, but many other properties have their own holidays. I'm sorry. I do have.
No, carry on.
But many other properties have their own holiday seasons. Guild Wars has Winter's Day. Star Wars has Life Day. You're all fans of some property or another. Would each of you care to tell us about the holiday traditions of a property you're into, or even just aware of? Don't have to be an active fan. Waiting with bated breath on the inevitable conflict that ultimately brings us closer together. Beast. Thank you,
What do you mean
Beast.
by property?
Any
Like,
fake Christmas holiday.
Any IP that has like
okay.
fake Christmas traditions or something. Well, I'm aware of a property called Japan, and they eat KFC on
That is
Christmas.
not. that is
not a
not a property.
Unless you own real estate there.
Yeah. I mean, 11 has Starlight as well.
Oh my god, you couldn't have picked. No offense, but you couldn't have picked a more boring choice. Literally the same game.
I know, but isn't it interesting that we didn't come up with a new name for this?
No,
Are there
that,
any-
if anything,
are
that
any
says
other
everything that's
seasonal-
wrong with this game. It's just taking
Are
too
there any
much of
other
an effort.
seasonal events kept the same, like name-wise, as they are in 11?
Sorry,
They
what did
don't
you say,
have hatching
Or
Gurgi?
is
tide,
that-
do they?
Is that the only seasonal event that's got the same name as in 11, or are there others that are shared?
I think that's about it. I don't think All Saints Wake is. I was thinking All Saints Wake, but I think they call it something else.
Hatching tide.
Yeah. I don't know what. Harvest Festival is in 11. Yeah, so they don't call it that. I think Starlight is the one that they both share. So that's strange.
I'm trying to
Animal Crossing
remember.
does have Toy Day. That is a good point.
Animal Crossing Toy
Who
Day.
has Toy Day?
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
You guys ever?
Well, should we also answer the first question? Because
I don't know much about Lifetime original Christmas movies. You have to.
well, I know
me
of
know.
them. I know that they exist, but they are like
Seems like an
actual.
American.
And I'm so sorry, and I know a lot of people like watching this for Christmas, surely, because they keep making them. Absolute trash.
Oh, they're shit.
Yeah.
I have not seen them. I've not seen any of them because they're bad.
Yeah.
Like I've seen parts of them, like when the TV's on when I was younger, but like these.
Because they're all the same, and they're all. It's.
They are all the same.
I don't understand why you keep making new ones. Just make one quintessential trash movie, and then have that repeat every year. Make it a tradition. But
and then if
Why
you
would
want the
you
black
watch that?
version, you have to watch something by Tyler Perry on the holidays, which is equally bad in the other direction.
Right. There's not much of a. We always import them from the U.S. I don't think there's no tradition to make Norwegian ones that I know of anyway.
No. There's a podcast I'm listening to that's going to do a review of the very, very rare seasonal Hanukkah movie, Hanukkah Hallmark movie. So I'm excited to hear about that.
God, so I thought you were talking about 8 Crazy Nights. I was like, no.
I'm not talking about 8 Crazy Nights. But that's the only Hanukkah movie that anyone ever thinks about that exists.
Yeah, because I was like, wait.
So they're gonna make a Hallmark.
There are 2. I think there are 2 that are supposed to come out. I know they're. I'm trying to remember them because one of them has a very stupid name. It's like, oh yeah, instead of pastrami on rye, one of them is called Hanukkah on rye.
No,
that's funny because pastrami and Hanukkah are interchangeable.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I can't think of the other one.
Not even a funny pun.
That's the one that sticks with me.
Awful.
It's not even clear that it was a pun. The podcast I was listening to had to figure reverse engineer it.
Yeah.
I like the Futurama Christmas stuff. Where I mean, it's still Christmas, it's Xmas. Because Christmas is considered archaic,
right?
In the year 3000. And then
with the Santa bot.
Yeah, Santa bot's evil.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's always funny. But my favorite is Kwanzaa bot. He's always there having to remind people or to just tell people what Kwanzaa is.
That was He was cool.
Yeah. Apparently, I was thinking about Star Trek. Obviously, they don't celebrate Christmas anymore in the Star Trek universe. That's an yeah.
Do they? I mean, I assume they've got rid of.
That's because they've got. There's no. It's completely secular. There is no religious.
Is there no equivalent strictly commercial holiday? I know that the Star Trek universe is relatively.
They don't have money in Star Trek.
Yeah.
So they.
Yeah, maybe there were some early on.
Yeah.
And they've just phased them out.
Yeah.
Do they have? Don't they just have Christmas in Pokemon too? It's just Christmas.
Or maybe they do.
Pokemon Company chucks out Christmas tat.
Well, yeah, but I mean, in universe.
Yeah, they probably do.
Because I feel like I vaguely
They probably all get around and
Yeah, it is. It is Christmas. It's just
Christmas.
Tank
ice cream.
Christmas is a winter holiday celebrated throughout the Pokemon world. Much like the secular aspects of the Western holiday in the real world, people wait for Santa Claus to come down their chimneys and deliver gifts and goodwill to them. So, yes.
That implies that there was a Pokemon Jesus.
No, not necessarily because it's secular. It could have entirely been a... Yeah, but just because it's got that name doesn't mean... Just because the name is the same, Mela, they could have come up with an entirely secular reason for that name.
One day there was a little deli bird named Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, Santa has a whole... Santa is canonical to the anime, at least. He has a whole workshop full of jinxes that work for them.
What jinx?
No. I think you know why, Rollo.
No.
It's called... The episode where that happens, Rollo, is called Holiday Hijinks.
That's funny.
Okay.
That's almost as funny as Hanukkah on Rye or whatever.
It had a talking Lapras. And Santa's sleigh was pulled by Rapidash because Santa didn't exist yet.
Yeah, so it sounded like all the Christmas specific stuff was just from the original, the season 1 anime.
Yeah.
No, there's been other seasonal stuff since then. Delibird has appeared, but in relation to Santa, now that once it actually existed.
Okay. I guess that's all we have. I can't think of any other IP Christmas celebration.
The community episode where they celebrate non-denominational Christmas or this winter holiday, and they have the little human being as the mascot.
Where is this?
He's just from the show Community.
Oh, Community. Oh,
yeah, and they have the little non-denominational human being as the mascot.
Jesus. Okay. All right.
I love all MMO events.
Yeah.
I think we're quite weak on them, if I'm honest with you.
Okay.
Compared to if you've ever played Guild Wars 2 and done their Halloween events and Christmas, they're so good.
Yeah. Well, we have good events too, Mel. I think
we have good story.
You're just writing
There's
on the
just
current.
not much more to them.
You're just because we have the week one this year.
No. We do have some. Like some of ours are quite good, but they're a bit rare.
They're becoming rarer, I will say, maybe, but because we've had a few more stinkers than winners this year, I think.
I didn't even think about the fact that Lakiel and I are both wearing Pokemon Christmas things.
Right, we're both doing that.
Okay,
Except mine's a t-shirt because I live in a backwards country that celebrates Christmas during the summer.
Yeah.
And his is a sweater.
Yep. All right, let's do one more. I have to because they specifically tell me to. So this I must do now. So this is from Guiltia from Zodiark. Hi, speakers. 2 short, unrelated topics today. Oh, I just remembered what this is. In the last episode, you asked for live letter predictions, so I hope you read this on time. I am.
We have.
Yeah.
We did it.
We are.
Anyways.
The bare minimum.
Yeah, anyways, do you think they'll have more to show on the graphics overhaul? It has been almost a year since they first mentioned it, and they only showed some concepts. Would they have something more substantial to show this time? A trial arena, an empty city state? Have you thought about the first thing you'd check out with the new graphics? I'm going to look at those stained glass windows in the Gridania Adventurers Guild and do a new game plus of the entire MSQ. It's a good... Depends on the we'll talk about it. This next bit is not important, but I thought about it.
We weren't supposed to answer them now.
I just remembered. But I thought about it when Mela complained nobody found his secret page on the speaker's website. This is actually something I've been going back and forth on how to tell you, but this gave me the push to shame you on a public forum. In the About page of the website, there's a paragraph that has been copy and pasted twice. It's been that way since I started sending MogMail in 2020, but God knows for how long it's been like that. Lukiel changed his character's picture and shuffled Mela's profile around after he quit and came back, so I know you're messing with that page, but that paragraph is still there. So unprofessional. I can't believe some of you put this podcast on your resume. Shaking my head.
I don't put the website on my resume.
Okay, first of all, why do you keep reading our About page?
Mate, well, if you read it once and it was already wrong,
you could just keep going back. Yeah, you're going on About Us Watch. I mean, also, thank you for not putting the copied text in here so I could find it immediately. I had to read through the entire About page. It was not.
It's your job. It's not.
It is
Guiltia's job.
It is not as bad as they make it out to be, and it's not a copy paste. It is essentially I've just spelled the same line twice, because I've inserted information in between. It used to say the podcast returned in 2016 with a planned with a series or a planned series chronicling like the fall and rise of Final Fantasy 14 or something, or 1.0. And then there's a little bit in the middle, and then because that bit in the middle is new, the old one essentially said the podcast returned. No, the new part says the podcast returned with. Oh God, I can't. I've already deleted it. I don't remember what it used to say. Essentially that's what happened. It was just I've just inserted a new thing and didn't realize that changed the context of the old information. That's it. That's all it was. It's fixed now though, so thank you for pointing that out. Also, I would never put this on I would have definitely not point them to the website, because that website's a fucking trash fire. Anyways, graphics overhaul. Do you think we'll see more? I think so.
I don't.
You think we'll see some in this live letter?
In this live letter? I don't think we'll see any until the FanFest, probably.
It's been a long time since they showed anything. I think they can.
They can
show us something before the FanFest, but I feel like they've not set up any of this at all at this point.
Well, they didn't really set up the graphics
anything
before they showed it either.
Yeah, but that was like during what are we doing for the next 10
Yeah, they had
years?
the next 10 years thing, so they had to have something for it, because it would have been a bit poor if they just said, well,
but don't
just
you
the
remember
same thing for 10 more years.
He said that they would keep showing progress photos
true.
up until the expansion.
I mean, I would love them to show
I'm
it.
with
I just
you.
don't.
I'm on your side, Lakil. I think they will. I just don't think yet.
Well,
I don't think they'll show it until the fan festival.
That's way too long.
Before FanFest,
That's
not
way
today.
too long.
I think that's too late as well.
That's like a year from now almost. So, well, 8 months from now. So I don't know. I wouldn't.
Yeah, but if it's such a good overhaul, think how great it'll be when they do the review and they're like, this is Gridania now.
They have
Now it's really beautiful.
They have a lot of other things to talk about during that. I mean, there's an expansion.
No, well, we don't know.
Female Hrothgar to show off.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, to be
Sure.
fair, that will be. I feel like it will be too late during FanFest because all of the footage they will show will be of the overhauled graphics of the expansion.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it as well.
Yeah. So they
Maybe for like 0.5 then.
Yeah, maybe.
No, because I think one of the FanFests will come before 5.5, won't they?
Oh yeah, it will. It's like in July.
So,
you know what,
6.5 even.
Yeah.
There's always a chance. I just don't. Yeah.
Ah.
If they do good.
I don't. Maybe. Okay. Maybe
No,
they won't show.
It's going to go on the dev blog one day unannounced.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, here's a little sneak preview with one of our staff. Like,
Yeah.
we talk about the new.
Yeah, they'll hide it. No one will read it. Okay. What will we do to check out the new graphics?
Easiest one,
Just play the game.
replay 5.3, where Grahatia crystallizes lots.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see if that changes even
Well-
like a little bit.
Mhm.
See, they're doing it incrementally, so that might not be something they want to touch yet.
I'm going to do it every
Yeah.
time they update it then and be like, all right, has Graha crystal arm thing look any better?
Mhm.
I'm
I'm
gonna
go
under the
around
sea-
and
Under
Go.
the sea.
under the sea in the Ruby Sea and see how water disperses through the light disperses through the water, I should say.
Yeah. We know very
yeah.
little about everything, like about like the level of changes that they're making. Do we know that that's going to change necessarily? Like it's
well, that's the thing.
yeah,
Well,
we
they
don't
said
know.
player
It's
characters
incremental,
first.
so the best thing to do is just run around and make note of all the horrible old-looking things and be like, God, they couldn't even be bothered to
Well,
change
we know that the grass is going to change quite dramatically, so that's something
That's
that
the
I'm
only
looking
thing
forward
we
to.
know.
I'm
And,
looking.
and the metal.
I want to go check out the Azim step because
And the
that's
number
going to
of
look
lighting
very different.
sources.
I'm gonna check.
Oh yeah,
out-
lighting sources.
I want to see like where's somewhere with a very shiny floor or shiny walls.
our
Maybe the
basements.
vault.
Oh yeah, the vault.
The what's it called? Mog Home, the place that has Mog Home. What's it?
Oh,
Burning mist.
Yeah, turning like all those mountains have the really terrible shimmering effects from the tessellation or whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe
I
one
want
day
to see if they're doing such good lighting work because they showed off the gold metal in the
Mhm.
that like map or whatever
Studium.
it's from.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it is.
it's no longer going to look like spray painted rubber, which is what metal looks like now.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the metal changes and how it will look on gear.
Yeah.
Oh
We
yeah.
can see reflections properly in gear and stuff.
And we
looks
know
so
that the
cool.
engine is capable of doing it. 1.0. Sorry to bring it up, but we can all agree that weapons and gear in 1.0 looks superior to like the
The
visual.
shading.
Yeah, looks great.
Yeah.
Like it has real like metal, and that's
Yeah.
in still somewhere in this engine. So they can. That's probably what they're bringing back out is
Yeah,
that capability.
1.0 still better
think-
than anything Yoshi P's managed to achieve. It Tanaka boys.
He does not
I
You
mean
can't
that.
say that when 16 comes out though. Like you can't have that
Yeah.
joke anymore.
No.
That's true.
I think the Crystarium with all its glass and crystal will look quite nice once the update.
That's another
Oh
one.
yeah. Oh
Oh, and
yeah.
maybe Azislar. Maybe they just leave it untouched. I don't know.
I mean,
What
if,
do you
if they're-
what in Azizlar?
Well, Azislar's
There's
kind
a lot of
of
metal there, but I feel like a lot of it's like rusted or matte.
but it's a lot of
Azislar's
it's a
a
lot of-
weird zone because it's kind of like both very nice looking and hideous at the same time.
It's true.
I wanna
It does
see
have a lot of
afterwards.
shiny surfaces, though, so you'll see that. What I can't wait to see, and I hope this is, I mean, this must be part of the update, is that they update the reflection so that the reflection does not run at like half your
Yeah.
frame rate.
Oh, if
The
that
15
yeah.
FPS
yeah.
crunch.
Yeah,
That'd be funny. All right, that'd be good.
That is not good.
It's so
right now.
embarrassing.
And it's also like really blocky.
When you're in a dungeon and it has a reflective floor and you see the boss stuttering,
Yeah.
and you click on the boss and it does the glow, but it does the glow like 3 frames of it. Ugh.
Yeah.
God, I hope one day too we get good anti-aliasing because
Oh, please.
That could be part of the graphical updates. I hope that is one of the things they add because we
Why did
desperately.
they,
But,
why
like,
did they do so well in some places and so badly in others?
Like let's not forget like the reveal of Lakeland. That I feel like it took me out of it when you saw all the jagged edges of the trees constantly going brrr, like in the back. It was really off-putting.
Never forget like Raoban or Hien stepping into frame in their pixelated capes.
yeah.
iconic moments, top Stormblood moments.
It's exciting. I'm looking forward to the graphical update. I keep forgetting that's going to happen. It feels so. I mean, it's still.
I'm
a year
optimistic, but I will
so
also be disappointed if there's like really jarring old bits mixed in with the new bits.
Oh, it will. I mean, it's coming in phases.
Yeah, they did say that.
It's
There's gonna be a period of transition.
Worried about some of them.
Yeah, well, it's not gonna be permanent.
No, true.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So also, I did fix the about page. So thank you. I've done that. It's no longer an issue. I'm sorry you suffered for 2 years with that in your mind. Okay. That's guilty. Thank you. Okay. Well, we do have time for one more, and I think.
Do we?
Do we not want to maybe do the actual 6.3 website?
Well, I mean, there's stuff on the 6.3 website, but will that take an hour? You think? And this
we don't have an hour.
Well, we have a push show, don't we?
We've got 2 minutes until the scheduled end.
Oh shit! My clock is wrong. Wait, what?
Oh.
I just realized
why you're
my
being
Chromebook
so,
is an hour behind.
Fair.
Oh my god!
Okay.
I was thinking.
I
that's
just
what
looked
I
up my
was worried
computer
about.
time. Like, wait, no, it says
I was thinking you were
9:58.
being a little bit like.
Oh shit, dude! I've been an hour off. Oh shit! Oh god! No, we're done with that. Okay, let's look at the 6.3 website.
Jesus
Shit.
Christ.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh.
No, don't worry.
Trouble.
There are many things on this website that are interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should dedicate the appropriate and respectful amount of time it deserves.
Yes, that's right.
It's just a patch.
Okay, well, here we go. We got the patch art. That was actually posted on the
Yay.
Twitter first.
We're not even front and center. What the hell?
Oh, look at that. So Bishi. So Ikemen.
God's rebel lands tremble. What do you think is that in the background? Because the one on the left is clearly like the heaven of earth. I've been thinking the one on the right is the heaven of ice. I've seen some people theorizing that it's either the Crystal Tower or possibly even the dungeon.
See, now, Georgi,
You can see.
I
Yeah.
think I was on your side because it would make the most sense to split them up. But there are elements of it that look Crystal Tower because I
You
think
can see
the
the entrance.
wall
Yeah, that's the entrance
is
to the
the
labyrinth,
of the Ancients wall, and isn't the Eureka thing that we're going to the bit underneath there? So it is possible. It's also that,
I think it's teasing Eureka, the Eureka thing.
but I think it works for both because it looks icy. So it kind of
It does look
they probably
icy,
managed to
but
make
that
it
is
fit.
100,000,000% the entrance to.
100,000,000%.
Yeah, and that's a lot of
Yeah.
percent. That's 100 million.
Yeah,
So,
Is it?
That is
I
the Labyrinth
think
of the
so.
Ancients for sure.
I think it is.
Remember that the Crystal Tower has the Labyrinth of the Ancients around it. You know, that's like a thing.
I
that's
know.
like-
It's just I haven't looked that closely.
Yeah, no, I'm
Like,
100%
these.
sure.
I haven't looked that closely at like the bottom part of Crystal Tower for a while.
Yeah.
Fair. Most people shouldn't.
Most
You have to
people
go
shouldn't.
into that special. Well, you have to go into that extra
Yeah.
section that's specifically
kind of
for it to see the
Freak
bottom
is
of it.
standing around just
Yeah.
studying the wall of
Well,
Labyrinth of
I
the
mean,
Ancients.
to me, that was the biggest giveaway. You see, it's the Crystal Tower, and then there's the labyrinth.
because the
entrance.
background could have been the ice.
Yeah.
Do you like the way they've put the L over the L? Oh, that's
Yeah, there's like two aspects, which makes
Bothers
sense
me.
with the gods, I think. That we're going to the land, the earth and ice, so that's thematically accurate, I think, or appropriate.
Yeah.
Coming early January 2023. News story. Oh, did you see that? Oh shit!
Whoa.
We need to see
Web
it again.
5.0.
Oh,
Wow, oh my god, HTML5 is amazing.
oh my
That's
god!
almost
Whoa!
HTML6.
What care gods for mortal woe, heedless of realms rent below. That's the tagline. Okay, so here we see pictures from. We've seen these pictures, but we do have
Ulysses new.
Ulysses.
Oh,
So he's confirmed.
He's
confirmed for the MSQ. We did.
I mean, it'd be weird.
We theorized that he would be there, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But now it is confirmed. In the darkness of the 13th, the Warrior of Light finds an unexpected ally in a half-void-sent woman named Zero. She returns with them to the Source for a time, and upon recovering from their recent trials, they prepare to continue the search for Asdaya. But an unforeseen threat bars their path.
Oh, I love that. It's instead of being even the slightest tease for the next patch, it's just what's already happened. Not even the slightest nugget, a crumb.
They don't wanna give us anything for this, which
I'm
is fine.
pretty excited. I think this is the pivot moment, right? This is the patch where we'll know what is coming, at least for the rest of the expansion patch cycle, but maybe for 7.0.
Yeah. Okay. New challenges. Lapis
Calm down,
Manalis.
chat.
Okay,
Calm down, chat.
Calm
Calm
down,
down,
chat.
chat.
Calm
Calm
down.
down, chat.
Calm the
The
fuck
goth
down.
girlfriend I've always wanted.
Oh, okay. So we see the entrance to what looks like
Beautiful.
some sort of Garlean. Well,
Hellhole.
Garlean
It
hellhole.
says village.
Yeah.
Don't know what kind of village that is.
No. In Pursuit of Voidsent, you learn of an abandoned village in the mountains of Garlemald, where Garleans once practiced the Reaper arts. But what will you find there, deep in the heart of the mountain?
And so it's a goth Lolita.
Well,
I mean, click on them, Lucio.
Do you think she's the last
Oh my
boss
god,
or the
she's
first
ripped.
boss?
Holy shit, I didn't see that.
She is rep.
She's also like a doll.
She's a doll.
That don't mean nothing.
What that means is not only did these big H Guardians who created her add carved abs onto her, because that's what they wanted to do.
She had fucking hip
There was something that
hookers on too. Is that what I'm seeing? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Close to what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to...
You thought I was going to say the male equivalent. No, she does not have that.
What?
That's just the joint on her legs.
Okay. Anyways, that is a boss in the dungeon. It is within this mountain. So
They also immediately gave us the CG of her. Because,
they did.
You know.
Because they knew what people wanted.
They knew.
Yeah.
Oh,
and you can see the dungeon set too. Is that the Diabolic set, right? From
it'll be
it's a
yeah.
Diabolic set, but it's also shown that apparently people have observed. I wasn't knowledgeable enough to realize this. That the gear sets have been swapped around in terms of which jobs are using them. Like apparently the healer set is the healer set's now the caster set. Healers now use the former caster set. Samurais now use the former tank set. I don't know what the tank's using.
Oh, that's always fun. I always like it when they mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Finally, the healers can stop complaining for once.
Oh.
It's still a skirt. They're going to be upset either way. Or a dress.
Moving on to the Unreal trial. No comment. Don't. There are 5 orbs in this picture. As ever, the foe commander craves the tales of death-defying daring do, and in bid to satisfy him, you cast your mind back to your frenetic encounter with the icon Sophia.
Frantic.
It says frenetic.
It says frenetic.
Mine was just frantic.
Okay. The memory remains okay. The memory remains vivid even now, and you find yourself
Especially for
facing
Mela.
the goddess once more. Your very
Goddess.
survival hanging in the balance.
I'm
So-
Hey,
excited.
calm down, chat.
Yeah, chat. Jesus Christ.
But then at the same point, like, you guys need to do better because we still haven't cleared Sephiroth.
I mean, we haven't
Oh,
done
yeah.
it for a while, but
You
I'm
guys
sure we can
need to
try
be better.
again.
Yeah, did you
Okay.
hear the joke though? Your very survival hangs in the balance, because that's funny. That's very funny.
It's-
Mm.
it's-
I've not actually done the fight, so I don't get the joke. So as a new player, that's actually excluding me from the humor.
Well, I'm sorry about that, but you know, those who know. What can I say?
Wow. In jokes in the patch notes.
All right, new systems. Additional duty support. The duty support system has been expanded to include 6 additional dungeons from Heavensward. With all main scenario dungeons playable in the free trial now covered, this is the perfect time to begin your adventures in Eorzea.
Wow. Emmerich's coming up.
Yeah, I
Okay.
love that Emmerich
Mhm.
is there.
Mm-hmm. That's
I would
cool.
do
They-
almost anything for his sword.
Oh no!
By
it
which I
has to
mean
be
his
yours.
actual weapon.
Yeah,
rather
I
than
understand.
His
what you
willy.
mean, his
Yeah.
willies, yeah.
Yeah,
The
so we
But
got
look how nice
yeah.
it is.
Alpha and Emmerich, because I suspect whoever the 4th NPC is a generic temple guard, temple knight even.
The dungeons that are being added to the duty support system then are as follows: the Great Google Library, the Etherochemical Research Facility, the Anti-Tower, Sorkai, Selpathol, and Belsar's Wall. Further updates will be progressively implemented in future patches.
So you can do the whole patch
Only
cycle.
Yeah.
It's only Stormblood that's not accounted for now.
Yep.
Soon we'll
Great
be able to do
Google
it.
Library was
Get ready for a bunch
Really
more
hard.
Lise, Mela. I'm sure you'll be thrilled with
Oh
that.
hell yeah! You get to quest with Lise and Alpha.
oh my god.
The
I
power.
hope she's got some insightful comments.
Mm. Yeah.
Wow,
what's
They'll
gonna
I
probably
just
happen
cleared
to
the
the-
dungeon.
What's gonna happen to like the ghost ship, the one dungeon?
Siren
They'll
Sorry.
join
Sorry.
you in the same way they adjusted the area of Rollo. I suspect they'll join you for the whole dungeon now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
instead of
Um,
just waiting.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I suspect Carvalane will be turned into the tank NPC for that dungeon.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Makes
Hanging out
sense.
with Carvalane.
'Cause
Yeah.
you don't
I
have
like-
a tank there.
No.
True. That's all that's been released in terms of features and
They're
stuff.
the new main bits, and then it's just the list.
Then just lists all the stuff that we can expect. I don't think there are any surprises here because they do add. Some of them have actual patch numbers onto them. Eureka Orthos is 3.35.
Yeah.
6.35.
Yeah, sorry, 6.35.
That's yeah.
Is it then reasonable to
don't
believe that everything with a actual patch number are like without a patch number are all 6.3?
Yes,
you
I
have
would
so.
suspect so.
Mm-hmm. So it's a lot.
That's typically been the case in the past.
The shifting Gymnasian Agonon, that's also coming. Wow, interesting.
That's
That'll
the
be
dun-
good.
That's
We
the
like
treasure
that.
maps. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
New custom delivery. I feel like custom deliveries have normally been at half patches, so that's interesting if it's coming at the base patch.
Well, we're
Yeah.
getting a relic and the crafting relic,
Mm-hmm.
and Hildebrand and Eureka in the 0.5. So I guess we've got so much for the 0.5.
Yeah.
We need something.
Mhm.
I would honestly like them to pop one of them into the base patch.
Mm.
Probably Eureka. Because
Yeah.
people might get upset if the relic, juggling the relic and the story.
No, not Eureka, because Eureka, you need something that's like chunky for that one. I'd rather they put the Loporits. The tribal quests in
sorry,
the
yeah,
base
or
patch,
Loporits, yeah. That would work too.
But for some reason, they've decided that tribal quests from now on are at the half patches.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we have
Disappointing.
other fun stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were supposed to get a new leap of faith.
Oh yeah.
It says gold source and new
I
course for
forgot-
Leap of Faith, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm curious about that. We'll see that next week.
you
Yeah.
never know.
They'll probably show that off. Oh yeah, there's a lot. Oh yeah, we can. I mean, we're gonna see. So for the live letter, we're going to see the trailer. So I'm assuming we're also gonna see We talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but now we have the list, so we know what to look forward to now. It's in a week. Does it list the ultimate?
Yeah, you even
It's the
highlighted
fifth thing
it.
down.
Oh yeah, so shit, it's right there. Yeah, 6.31. Oh, was that always?
It's always
case?
like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's just a few
Yes,
weeks after.
Ultimates have
That's 2
always
weeks
been
Oh yeah,
like
it's
0.1
a couple of
patch.
weeks later. Yeah, true. So that's definitely they're gonna reveal it for sure.
Because they don't want people having to worry about rushing the ultimate while the MSQ is out.
True. I forgot. Okay, well there you go. Let's have a look at the media section. That's up here.
There's only one new thing.
We didn't really look at the full patch art.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's nice.
Thank you for opening it in.
Oh,
It
beautiful.
even
I
scales.
don't know
That's
what you were
nice.
expecting.
Oh, you.
Look at that. That's good.
It's-
Web scales always for you.
I want to zoom in. Okay, whatever.
No.
Well, there it is. That's the full patch.
That's as good as you're getting.
Yeah.
You might have wanted to open it on Twitter. They probably had a bigger version.
Can I open image in new tab? Question mark.
Well,
Lady.
can't.
Not easily.
That's just that. You shits. You see, they have this annoying. I have to do like inspect and shit. I'm not doing that
Yeah.
because they have these like
Yeah.
shits in the way. I can't do it. Okay. That's the patch art. It's good patch art. I like it. That's all I have to say about
There you
that.
go.
The rest is media we've seen before. So,
We will.
There it is
We-
in
we will
chat
know-
if you want it.
oh yeah. There we
We
go.
will know much more next week.
Yeah. Well, there isn't really. Well, yeah. I'm just. Oh wow. Goodness me.
Whoa,
Yeah, it's quite
It's
high
pretty
res.
big, yeah.
Yeah. This stuff to me is like that's definitely the entrance. You can even see like some of the gold on
They
it.
usually do like a red herring style thing, so you're meant to assume it's the
I
counterpart.
Mhm.
believe people have been saying that that's a new sword for the Warrior of Light. So that's interesting.
Oh yeah.
Mm,
I feel like all paladin swords look so similar sometimes.
that's
So
actually.
I can't. Is that
can't remember
not
what
just
the
the one
relic
that
one looks
belongs
like,
to the
though.
set? He's.
I thought it was just the relic one.
It's not the artifact one or relic.
Is it
Okay.
not?
I guess not then.
Interesting.
Interesting.
So
Yeah.
we'll find out soon.
Mhm.
It could be the next stage of the relic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It could be.
little preview.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got 0 in the patch chart, so she's
No,
here.
it is
Mhm.
the. It is the relic one, isn't it?
Oh, it is just the relic one?
No.
Okay.
This is
Are you
the
sure?
relic set. It's at least very close,
Oh,
if not the same. That is.
that is the same.
That's the same. You're just looking.
Yeah,
Just because one of those is
it's
drawn by a
definite.
human.
definitely the same. It even has the thing. If you look at the
Yeah.
tip, it has that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is the same. So don't you worry.
Yeah. Okay. That is the 6.3 website. That is the end of the show. I believe it or not.
Yeah. And an hour early.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a 2-hour post show now. Thanks for watching, everyone. That is the end of.
Rollo.
I forgot to turn on the light. Sorry.
That is the end.
Kirby.
That is the end of the show. The last live show of 2022, and we're about to go
That's
into
horrifying.
the last post show of 2022. If you're watching live, remember to follow on Twitter at SpeakersXIV, twitch.tv/SpeakersOfHeidelen, youtube.com/SpeakersXIV, ! Discord and chat if you want to join our Discord server. If you're watching on demand, the link is in the description. We'll be back. Don't worry, we will be back for one more episode this year, but you will be watching it pre-recorded. So we'll see you on the 29th for that, episode 331. And since this is the last episode before Christmas, we wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday to you and your families.
Yeah.
And your families, your multiple families. Because
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everybody. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Goodbye.
goodbye.
Sing the next verse.
I was going to,
Bye.
but I'm like, that's too much. Bye!